Thanks for $2. And to us. Thanks for the $5. Behind my paywall. Big deal. Could I have my pinky, mommy?
I'm broke, and I'm not a comic.
Buenos dias, Juan El Tardamenda. I don't know. Dumb fuck. There's a face that only a mother can love. By the stench of me.
Can I help you?
So YouTube, I want pictures of underage children. Play as my friend. That's perfect.
This Dabbleverse is not fucking friendly.
Get off your knees, Dave. You're embarrassing. Did you order me beer or not?
I didn't order anything, sorry.
That cheap. I don't want a moderator. Here is the dues payer begging for membership. Hello, McFly.
Hello?
Hello. First of all, I have no respect for a brute. This is not the clip I wanted. Well, maybe that I'm ready. So I'm a lad loves berries. You know what that means today? Man, I'm an idiot. I have feelings. It's almost incomprehensible for a man of my intelligence.
You know what? I miss penis.
I'm the one who should apologize. I don't lie. I don't like to lie. I love a parade. Lady K has not been wrong. He says he's got proof. He's got proof.
Is it beer?
Is this guy a freaking moron or what?
Oh, look, this bottle liquid coming out of it.
Go.
Knock juice pig out one shot.
What a dick. She's my cherry pie. I laughed my ass off.
Oh.
We were laughing our asses off. We laughed our asses off.
You gotta love Vinnie Carlino.
She's my cherry pie. Oh, I'm being a nice guy?
Yes. Yes.
Has used the N-word.
Yeah, baby.
Getting back to my fighting weight.
Point DabblePoint. John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Oh, my goodness. What a day. What a day. Welcome, everyone, to Point DabblePoint, our weekly roundtable discussion of stupid. We have quite the panel today. Of course, you know, from WATP, you know, Karl H. Burger Bomb. Boom.
WATP. WATP.
What is happening, Shuli Egar? Great to see you, buddy.
So much is happening, but there's only so few things we can talk about. But it is
good point.
Yes, it is a great
Tune
day.
in a few weeks from now.
Yeah, believe me, it's going to be good. Yeah. Of course, you know from TSN, the hit special Letitia. You know him, you love him, Anthony Zenhauser. Come on, let's go.
I'm thinking I'd be lucky to get that on Christmas.
Oh, I thought that was the one where he goes, fuck off.
Oh, fuck off.
But we've all been there, Johnny. And making her PDP debut. I'm very excited. Been a fan of this lady for quite some time. We all know her. We all love her. It is Deb. Hi, Deb.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. Thanks for accepting the invite and coming on. And I hope you're ready to have a good time today, because we're going to be discussing John. I don't know how much you're in the loop with the John stuff, but we will be talking a little $2 Dan and some Rob Saul. And I know you're friendly with both of those people, so we'd love to get your insight on that. Are you?
Absolutely. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm excited.
awesome.
And I said to Frog earlier before we started, I feel like I'm getting called up from single A to the big league for one game.
Well, you know what? Listen, we're not the big leagues. That's John's show, but he's very picky on who he sends the link to. And you have porn bomb written all over your face, if you ask me. So, Frog, stay over her channel just to be on the safe side in case she tries to pull.
Everybody belongs in
I
AA.
might have to unzip this doll.
Yes.
Who needs to be in AA? What is it?
John.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Well, we're going to get into that because, you know, I know Deb talks to Rob regularly now, and we were saying last night how amazing Rob looks and sounds, and really rooting for him. He's taken a huge step that a lot of people can talk about, but it takes a lot of balls to actually do it. And
He still can't broadcast worth shit, but no, he's done very well for himself.
Hey now, Karl.
I'm
Come
happy for
on,
him.
Don't be mean. You're
Listen.
very mean, Karl.
There was a nicer way of saying that, like the drugs and alcohol didn't affect everything. That could have
Right.
covered what you wanted to say.
You don't know Shuli, honey, and Karl vinegar? They go together. It's
Yeah.
one sweet,
Yeah.
one sour.
Good cop, club cop. That's the team we make.
I do like bitchy Rob.
Footed, you asswipe.
You do like what?
Bitchy Rob. So
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go away anywhere.
I
And
hope
you
bitchy
know,
Rob.
but we'll get to Rob because we have clips and stuff, and I want to get to that. But I first want to start with the hot topic for the last week and a half, I guess, is Karen, John's former manager, who gave a phenomenal interview on WATP. Fantastic. We learned everything. And then old sloppy seconds Brennan comes around and brings her on the show for really no reason other than splitting half of his super chats with a stranger.
Dude, what is Kevin doing? He's just like, do you know my manager? Yeah, he used to represent me. Do you know so-and-so? Like, who gives a shit? It's a phone call.
It reminded me of when John returned after his 8-month hiatus, and Kevin was so happy that he paid John $3,000 and we couldn't get the interview. And that was the biggest piece of shit interview until you came on the show. Someone who actually knows the history of John and someone who's involved with John battling back and forth. Then it was a waste of $3,000 and it was a waste of $300, however.
Wait.
And that's no offense to her.
Are you
That's
saying
just,
Kevin does a low effort job on his podcast?
oh my God. I mean, I don't know what's worse, him reading super chats or him asking questions. That both, I'm just like, what is wrong with this guy? Every
She
time
hates him so much. It's so funny because I got so much shit from people for pulling up super chats during her interview,
Right.
people making fun of her, calling the crypt keeper or whatever. And people were like, Karl, that was out of line. You invite this woman onto your show and you're making fun of her to her face. I got an email from her last night that said, you guys treated me with so much respect. I love you guys. Fuck Kevin Brennan. This guy's an asshole. He didn't pay me what I thought he was going to pay me. He paid me half of what you guys paid me. Like, she was just laying into him. And I was like, well, there you go. Apparently she thought she was handled well by us.
you knew it wasn't going to be good when the first question Kevin asked her was, did Karl pay you? Yep. He was more concerned about that than any information about John.
So he called her on the phone the day before, and he's like, I make all the money in the Dabbleverse. I bet they didn't even pay you. And she immediately goes, no, he paid me. And he's like, that was the whole wind in his sails. It was just like to go after me for not paying her.
And, you know, look, she's had some history. I guess she explained she had some head trauma and stuff, and she had a history with drug abuse and alcohol. That being said, you know, I don't dismiss this woman and her claims one bit. I find that, like I was bringing up the other day, you know, she didn't know John's OCD habit of having a cigarette every time he has a beer. Right. Yet when she was interviewing with you, that was one of the first things she brought up. And that is not something you just pluck out of the air. And it's also not a very well-known Dabbleverse thing that you can just pull from watching one video.
He hasn't talked about that for years.
Right.
There was a beer on the balcony. He was talking about that. Now, we didn't know about the line of cocaine in between. He didn't bring that part up.
It's interesting. Look, I looked at that thing as like an escape from all his responsibilities. He wasn't at work, which is odd considering the Tonight Show goes live at 5 p.m. and that's when John would leave work to go to the set.
That's very interesting.
Well, I said also last night that there were so many people at Sirius that were not on air or quote unquote essential people, right? The tapes team, other people working in other departments. No one missed a live show. Everyone was at their desk when the show was live. And so I find it very hard to believe that someone who's employed at the Tonight Show, who was the former announcer, is allowed to just leave at 5 o'clock.
You guys are stupid. Like, don't you understand? He wrote for the show. And then the show goes on. That's how it works. You don't stick around and go over stuff with the host and rewrite stuff and put in notes. And that you guys are just dumb. You don't know how fucking Hollywood works. Why don't you guys stick to podcasting and let the big dogs like John and Kevin and me figure it out?
You're right. What's the point in hanging around the office, and if something comes up on the news, you write a joke on the fly for the monologue? You're right. Only an idiot would do that.
We can airdrop it into the monologue like a bombardier.
I mean, it's odd. The time frame of when he's explaining his work day at the Tonight Show and then his night at the set, because he was there all night. But I looked at that set as an escape from all of that shit. So it makes perfect sense to me that he would have beers, coke, and pussy at this place, that his family came down 1 or 2 times to the set, you know?
All right, so I have a theory.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about this today, and Karen comes out and says John was fired from the Tonight Show in 2007.
Right.
And everyone goes, well, okay, so no credibility. John still worked for the Tonight Show. We all know that. He came back with Leno when he came back in 2010 with the Tonight Show. And she talks about how she was having conversations with Susanna in her kitchen about, John lost his job. We're not making any money. I don't know how we're going to pay the bills. I have a theory on this.
Go ahead.
And this has happened before with John when he has representation. A manager might get a percentage of your income. You hire a manager, and the manager is getting you gigs and jobs, but also takes a percentage of what you make. Did John lie to Karen and say, I lost my job in order to get out of paying her a percentage of his income?
I mean, he would do that in a second. He would do that in a
I can see Susanna being in on it too. Like, act like he doesn't have a, just tell her I don't have a job. I got fired. I don't want to give her 10%.
That's a strong and very plausible theory.
Throwing it out there.
At that point, he probably wasn't making a lot of live appearances on the show anymore, right? He was
Right.
probably just in the background, unless she was looking into the fourth row and was like, "Oh, was that John?"
I don't even
Maybe
think they had him
he's
in the
just
fourth
watching
row.
the show.
Yeah, I don't even think they had him back there at that point. I think he was a guy
He
that
was leaving
everybody
before they taped.
right, and
yeah.
because he was a guy that nobody wanted around. He was a distraction. He was the one guy that's not work. Everybody that's worked in an office has that one guy at the office that doesn't. He's just floating around all day, and you're just like, the fuck is this guy doing? You know, I've been chained to my desk for fucking 6 hours, and this guy coming around with pastries. What the fuck?
Well, John's in green rooms talking to celebrities like Triumph and you know, Tom Selleck, whoever the fuck was on the show.
Meanwhile, the
that
hard workers are finding out how much Hypochronic shit weighs.
Thank you. The dues payers, if you will, of this world. Yeah. So, Deb, what are your thoughts on Karen?
Well, like I said earlier, she comes across, as Dan said, as a unreliable narrator, but given what we all know about Sean, it tracks.
It does. It does. And what I was saying, what is there for her to gain? Okay, she's not asking for 10 grand, 20 grand an interview. She's taking 500, 300, whatever the fuck she can get. So what's the end game? She risks being sued.
I got to throw this
lie
out
about
there
John?
too, because $2 Corky was saying that I was coaching her and telling her what to say. I communicate with Deb, I'm sorry, not you, Deb. I communicate with Karen at the least amount possible.
Right.
So there's no way I was telling her. I had no idea what she was going to say. I just thought she has an axe to grind because it sent her into therapy. Representing John sent her into therapy 3 days a week.
I know you didn't know what she was going to say because the look on Adam's face and your face when she said cocaine and hookers.
And hookers? I was like, what?
Yeah, it was the same look I had. I was listening. I'm going, huh? So the fallout continues. So she's on the outs with Kevin Brennan. That is official. And what a shock. Another failed relationship in the land of Kevin Brennan.
He paid her half as much as we paid her. And what's hilarious about that is that Kevin's whole premise was, oh, WATP doesn't pay any money. They don't make any money. I make all the money around here. And then we pay her twice as much as he did. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. You know, and to have somebody like Adam there who knows the industry, who knows the ins and outs of being on a set and what's allowed, what's not allowed, and
has connections with people from that movie they didn't even bring up because it's not appropriate. He doesn't have to like big time anyone. Right. He has very serious connections and pilots that he's done with co-stars of that movie. They never brought up. Whereas Kevin Brennan's just like, do you know my agent? Do you know the guy that used to manage me in 2008? I don't know.
And Adam worked for Nickelodeon, so he's seen used condoms on set as a kid.
That's right.
He had the inside scoop on all. He knows the kind of guys that would do that.
A lot of the condoms were the same size that John was ordering too. On Nickelodeon.
and you know, John always loves to flex his lying muscles, and whenever he does, it's embarrassing. So his excuse for the condoms being it's not that there were no condoms on set. That's ridiculous. That's not what he said. His reply was, oh, the place we filmed at was some sort of swingers place.
Yeah.
And we must have gone in the day after.
I believe the word he used was it was a sex thing.
Oh, that clears it up.
Sure
now
was.
I get it.
Yeah, fire his prop master then for littering all those used condoms all over the set.
Now, if someone in that movie, I've seen that movie a couple times. If someone would have slipped on a used condom and fallen, that would be the funniest gag in the entire movie. Why wouldn't they write that in?
Then that movie becomes a classic.
Yeah, Jim J. Bullock gets up and just whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh my god!
Parts out a used condom.
I thought that was mine. Shuli, who is Deb? Little backstory, please. Deb, you want to give them a little backstory, like how you got into the Dabbleverse?
Actually, how I got into the Dabbleverse was through Karl, because Karl was on Compound Media with Chrissy Mayer, and I had Cumia was out, so Chrissy was filling in, and Karl came on, and they did a whole segment on Stuttering John with clips and everything. And I hadn't thought of Stuttering John in like 20 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is like gold.
And you were hooked.
I was hooked. And then I knew Shuli from going on with Anthony on Compound, but I didn't realize about Uncle Rico. So I got into Uncle Rico a little later in the game, and I started binging, and it was just so great. So I watched about 40 episodes back to back, like over days. I was working a job, a part-time temp job, and I would go into work at 10. So in the morning, I'd, get ready and everything, and then I'd watch some Uncle Rico. And then, I'll be honest, I got sick of it for a while. So
sure.
I dropped the club. I dropped
the club. Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm kind of done with it. And then I just got back, like reeled back into it. And it's just getting better and better and better.
It's been good times. There's definitely a resurgence.
One guy got so sick of it, he put himself in jail. I mean, that's how crazy it was.
Deb, I'm glad you're here. You were speaking. you were talking to your co-host Corky there when he was explaining that, like, if he's the co-host of John's show, they're gonna sell. It's a #1. They're gonna be the greatest show. You're like, our show's not very big. What are you talking about? That was one of the greatest things I've ever heard. Thank you, Deb.
Okay, let me first. We got started right away. I didn't even get to welcome all of you. 1,300 plus in here watching. Thank you, everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify. Go to Deb's channel and subscribe. What's your channel, Deb?
It is at Deb LVP. I have 89 subscribers, and I love them all individually. There's so little of them. I know them all.
All right, here's your mission, Dabbleverse. It is, we are 20 minutes into the show. You are at 800. How many subscribers?
89.
89. Let's see by the end of the show what we can get that subscriber number to. Go over, give your channel one more time, please, Deb.
It is at Deb LVP.
All right, go support Deb, please.
Thank you, guys.
And so hit like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out supertip.gg/TSN. You got AI voices, you got image super chats, and you got regular old-fashioned super chats. So super tips, sorry. And then you got super chats, and you got gifted memberships as well as memberships you can get on your goddamn own here on YouTube. Bonus shows, paywall shows start tomorrow. So get yourself a membership, and if you can't swing it, turn on accept gifted memberships. There is a link in the description of our show. If you click on that link, it'll take you to your YouTube settings, and turn that on and be patient. And if you get one, make sure you thank the person. Everybody's been in a very gifting mood around these parts. So let's get to some of these chats, and we'll get on to our next topic.
Real quick, can I interject?
Yeah. Sure.
I want to say I've been a member of your channel for 12 months. Okay. Yeah. 11 of those months were gifted. I bought it.
I'll put a stop to that shit today.
I bought it like last week?
Yeah.
I do it it's like gambling to me. I wait and I wait and I wait. I didn't get one this time. So I was like, all right, I'll just I got 11 months free. I'll just buy one now.
The streak ended for Deb, but it can start for you if you just turn on accept gifted memberships. They are an amazing community of very generous people here, and we love them for it. And yeah, thank you. And thanks for being a member, Deb.
Thank you.
Michael P. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Short, sweet, to the point. Johnny Utah gave me one. Thank you, Utah. Barclay is gifting a membership. Hopefully Deb gets one of these. Trigger's gifting a membership. Come on. Kimberly. She doesn't mess around. She's gifting 5 up in here. Come on, Kimberly.
Love Kim.
Beef Drippins, 27 months. Beef Tip Show. Nice. Maybe for month 28, I'll get a big name on the Beef Tip Show like Karl, Dr. Steve, Zen, or Tookie. Hey, Don. Oh, yeah. Hi, Shuli.
Oh, hey, Beef.
I was on your show. I was backstage.
No, you're saying a big name.
I know. It's as big as it's going to get right now. I hate to tell you. Good afternoon, all. It is Big Dick Dan Varney in the house. The legend, of course. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Dan Varney. Always good to see you, brother.
This guy's amazing. You want to talk about artistry. This guy is on Rumble. Eric John Pizza Artist. He makes full-size pizza portraits. He did an Uncle Rico one for us. He did an MJ one for us, MJ Klein. Phenomenal work. Thank you, Eric. If you're on Rumble, go subscribe and support him, please. Karl, you're a piece of shit for saying people who rent houses or apartments are losers on Dabbleverse Live with Blind Mike. Like, you're better than anyone, dude?
Yeah, I'm sorry you took offense to that, sir.
Right. This guy
Karl,
obviously-
some piece of shit is renting your house in Cape Coral.
I know, but they're actually renting it as like a vacation spot
Right.
Sure.
because they own probably a house. Yeah.
$4,500 a month, according to Tim.
More than that.
Hitman Dan's wife, SJ's ex-manager, Adva. Good luck. That is Adva. I do have a topic regarding his friend unit right now.
Are we going to do that fuck, marry, kill or no?
Oh, that was a fuck, marry, kill?
That's a fuck, marry, kill right there.
I didn't realize. I just thought they were shouting out John's inner circle. I got to go back and find
Yeah,
it.
go back. I want Zen to answer
Find that,
this.
boys, if you can. I got Duke of Overslaw gifting a membership. Come on, let's go.
Behind my paywall.
We got White Tricks gifting
Behind
10
my paywall.
memberships right now for all of you. You get a Charlie Callis drop. Thank you. Let's go. How many rats run out of the cast when cut off? Oh, John's cast? I mean, he's already... Oh, okay. Hitman Dan's wife, SJ's ex-manager, Adva. Good luck. All right, who wants to go first?
That's a tough one. Holy shit.
Well, the getting rid of person isn't. That part is not tough. Adva's gone. They're both pretty mellow. Karen and Dawn.
Yeah, but we know from John that Dawn and Dan have a volatile relationship and get into fights, so she seems like she might be a handful.
Yeah. You think Karen's under the radar? You think it's going to be easy peasy?
She seemed fine to me.
Okay. I would marry Karen and I'd bang Dawn of the Dead.
You would not be able to get enough for Dawn of the Dead.
No, no.
I'm marrying Adva because she tells me that she's super wealthy. She has all this money to spend. So I'm marrying that because I'm on Easy Street from there on out. And then
I don't even know you anymore, dude.
Dawn of the Dead. I'm throwing her down a staircase, and then Stuttering John's ex-manager. Let's go.
Yeah, but you know Dawn's going to get right back up and come back up the stairs.
That's the problem. She floats back up the stairs.
You got to cut the head off, dude. Don't you know?
See, that's my reasoning for for as far as Hitman Dan's wife, how do you kill the undead? You can't.
Right.
You can't do it. So I would I'd marry her. I would fuck Stuttering John's ex-manager for some quick work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a little casting couch action.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the rest.
All right, Deb, you're up. Marry, scissor, or slay. That's
Oh, boy.
the version for you.
Tough one. All right.
Scissor.
Or we could change it to fist, whatever. I mean, look,
you
I
pump
don't
donuts?
know
What do you
about
wanna
that
do?
world. I don't know. Whatever, gets you to the dance.
Finger
Oh,
I would
scissor
kill-
me timbers.
I'd kill Adva because I'd be a hero. But I
Yes. Yes.
Right.
I'd marry a Karen because I take care of her because I feel
Yes.
bad for her.
Oh, that's
Okay.
You're sweet.
And
You're sweet.
I don't know. Oof, but that leaves me with fucking Hitman Dan's wife, I guess. But she'd bring
Just
Coke.
one time, though.
She'd
But just
bring
one time.
Coke, so I guess I would have to do.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
a Coke party.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I was out of my mind, guys.
I
What
don't know.
happened?
I was out of my mind. I don't remember.
Please, Karl's out of his mind. He married Adva. I mean, Karl has lost it.
She's a billionaire. What are you talking about?
Well, I was going to tell you, speaking of rats running out of his cast, the cast has now become his Kleenex.
Oh, no.
This thing, by the time it comes off, it's going to be such a beautiful thing to see. It's going to be cat litter in it. It's going to be crazy. Deb, do you ask your barber for the Bob Levy haircut?
No, I asked for the Mike.
She asked her dentist for the Bob Lee.
TSN and WATP rocks. No super chats for the pig shitting pants guy. And Frog, discount Don, thumbs up. The pig who shits his pants. John was like Creed from The Office at the Tonight Show. Yeah, everybody was terrified. They just left him alone. He made up a job and nobody bothered him about it. I was watching a video of people clowning on one of the Island Boys today. It made me realize John Melendez is the third Island Boy. He wishes he had their money. John is the Voltron of Wack Packers. Drinks like Hank, online like ETM, fabricates like Beat, talks like Marianne, and now has the arm of Jeff. Wow.
Wow.
I love it.
Voltron unite.
John looks like what I imagine a hernia looks like. Check your sub count now, Deb. Oh, hey, Don.
Ooh, I'm excited. Should I look?
Oh, hey, go take a look. See where we're at.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I appreciate anything. Okay.
Oh, elementary, Terry. I heard Lucy was talking about me.
That's a good joke. I like that.
Why do you guys keep bringing that
Oh
up?
my God. I'm sorry I have to interrupt. Oh,
No.
I
What
have
happened?
192.
Whoa.
Let's keep going. Let's keep
Unfortunately, they're
going.
all bots. But
Yeah, they're
All
all
are
in,
Indian bots.
yeah,
you can tell
indeed.
those
They're all
89
Vince the
original
Lawyer
people.
sock accounts.
That's right. Yeah. Is one of them Dabble Hubcap USA? Is that-
I have all these friends from elementary school.
All right, get out, Lucy. You're gonna upset everybody. Stop.
I don't
with
know.
that.
One's mommy's baby bump. No, I'm only kidding.
Deb, F, Mary, kill your 3 co-hosts. Go, Skull, Zach Hoffman.
Okay. It's a tough one because you're here.
Yeah, that's all right. We're all adults here.
I'd fuck Karl because apparently Jenny is cool with him fucking Lucy, according to the rumors.
Right,
Correct.
Right?
Smart.
Right? So he's,
How you make
We
a
high
marriage
five
work, dude.
at dinner over it. Yeah.
you know.
Deb not looking to be a home wrecker. I respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, if he's bringing home all this fucking WATP money, what you gonna say?
That's
Right.
right.
Good point.
That's right. And let's see. So I got marry and kill. I'll marry Zen.
All right, get rid of Deb. Now that she's killed
wow.
me, I don't need this
That's
shit.
crazy.
What the
That's
hell?
crazy.
Who
On your own
invited that
show?
woman on the
Shortest
goddamn
appearance
show?
ever on PDP.
That was the worst. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Deb. Hey.
I'll marry Zen because his child needs a new mommy. And
Aw.
That's
She
nice.
needs a new dad too.
and I have to. I love Shuli, but I have to kill you. 'cause,
Yeah, that's fine.
you know.
Because he's a Jew. We
You
get
get the
it.
Jew gold.
Yeah.
Right.
That was
We
kind
know how
of.
this
Hey,
works.
I got
Okay,
one
okay.
upstairs. Feels the same way. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Goebbels. Let's have a good time.
Just started streaming to YouTube. Also, new pizza coming. I love it. Eric John, look for his channel.
He's
Yeah.
great.
I hope it's Eric John Pizza Artist, and go subscribe to him. Erica Ann gifting 5 memberships as well. Thank you, Erica Ann. Much love.
Let me do
Behind my paywall.
I do that like dick sucking thing you guys do. Like, oh.
Yeah. We're not going to stop you.
All right.
I own my house. Carl is cool. Go Mariners.
Thanks, Mason to Portland. Go
I
Mariners.
love Jason. He's great.
Hey, Deb, big fan despite your $2 co-host. 191 subs. Let's go.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you, Bacon Bits. You're awesome.
He is awesome. So Deb is here to make the panel look good. Absolutely.
You don't want to read that name?
It was
No.
close. It was,
Yeah.
it's one of those
He was on the
optical
creep pop
illusions.
today.
Yeah.
Vinny's like, you take this one, Carl.
it's one of those optical illusions where I'm like,
Yeah.
am I going to say that out loud? Deb, is it true Dan's wife is actually a dude? Says
No.
Mr. Doodle.
No, she is a woman.
Frog, OLP on Friday for me. Go Bills.
I am jealous. I have not seen them since the Gravity Tour.
Well, all right, cool. Glad you
Michael
ladies
P has
could
good
catch up.
taste in music.
It's all right. I have no problem, Michael P. You? That's different. Let's go with supertip.gg/TSN. Carrie.
Can this post-Southern gal get a little $5 cherry pie, honey child?
I would. All right. No more. I'm going to do Ringo Starr. After today, no more cherry pies on PDP.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Where are the pictures?
Cherry pie for Stacy Allen Frog. She's my cherry pie. Ooh,
I don't know the rest.
Boo, boo, boo.
Yeah. Can we get one that doesn't fade out?
Yeah, just send me that song, whoever has it.
Shuli,
Yeah.
I have a request for you.
Oh,
Nice crappie.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you bring back the Auntie Karen show? I really did love it.
I know it's just so tough to and I'm speaking for the guys back there. It's one thing to edit John. It's another thing to sit through this fucking thing. But I'll tell you what we can do, since we do a Friday morning show now, maybe we'll put together a little short Auntie Karen package for one of the Friday mornings, and we'll watch a little Auntie Karen.
Okay. I don't want to put any extra work on the boys. I'm sorry if I spoke.
It's not extra work. It's just it's painful. It's they don't enjoy clipping John, but it's easier than sitting through Kevin. Am I right, guys?
Oh, hey, guys.
Yeah.
I have a lifetime membership at Suicide Prevention, so it's okay.
Okay, good. I enjoy clipping John. It's very fun.
Yeah.
The problem with Kevin, the funny thing about Kevin is that he repeats himself over and over again. He'll play the same clip. He'll say the same thing.
Yep.
And it's not a clippable show because you're like, the reason why this sucks is because it's the same thing over and over again.
He will read the same super chat 4 or 5 times. And it's like, how are you not getting this?
It's wild.
What is going on? It's tough. But you're not the first person to ask for more Auntie Karen. So maybe we'll do a little thing.
Okay, a little package is fine.
So here's something that John brought up during the week that oddly it was after Danny sent that email to the judge and to the court. And that was John is doing a character. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Karl, but when he says stuff on the air, sometimes he's just goofing around. This is just a bit. And this is a character, John. So why would anyone take what he says seriously?
Identical affidavit, John, they call him.
Wait, and now I love that Danny, our attorney, seems to have some sort of vendetta against John. Does he realize he started this fucking lawsuit?
He sued us.
Yes.
What are these guys' problems? I don't get it.
He's crying like he's the defendant.
Right.
It's unbelievable. He goes, what is with this Danny? He goes, he's watching my show every day. No, he's not. I guarantee you, Danny's way too big. A lot of times when you're on, John, he's on television, on the news.
Danny's literally on television when you're on.
Yeah.
He's not paying attention.
No, we're paying Danny $800 an hour to watch John's show. That's what
right. I mean, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I guess that his little team got together with him. And by team, I mean, apparently everybody but his lawyers, and said, maybe you need to kind of say that this is all a bit and this is a character and maybe that'll help with whatever the fuck they think is nothing. What is this going to change?
Well, you know what? I agree with that, and I'd like to put out my character on the Uncle Rico show. Yeah, I fucked John's mother as a character.
Does Mike know about this?
Well, listen, I have no qualms with Mike, and it's none of his business. But I didn't really do it. It's a character.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's called.
Mike's really fucking her.
Right. That's not a character.
I mean, Zen's character is called "I fuck John's mom" guy. So I mean, obviously, it's not real.
It's a good character.
Yeah.
Listen, the only mom fucker around here is me. So let's stop this right now.
So the team that I talk about, you got Beer Sales Jerry, you got Ava. Now you have $2 Dan. You got Ditka in there. Who's the next one? Oh, Grillo. Who's the next one to drop out? Where's the next fallout coming? That's my question. Because I see Ava really isn't a fan of $2 Dan, Adva, and is kind of calling him out on things a lot. And we know John isn't going to side with anybody over Ava. So my pick would be Dan.
Shuli,
okay, go ahead.
Because Dan shared his YouTube family account for the YouTube.
Oh, right. To watch the baseball classic.
Yes.
Right.
And John thinks that Dan shared the whole channel, but if you have YouTube TV, you get like 5 slots for family members that are limited.
Right.
You're an but so and Dan Ava will call John out. Dan ball washes, constant, nonstop ball washes.
John likes that.
And John loves it. If you look at him, he grins like a Cheshire cat.
Let me tell you something. You bring up an excellent point because John gets giddy as if it's a female complimenting him when Dan gets to work on those nuts. And but my point to bring up is Ava knows a lot more about John behind the scenes than Dan does. So if and when it comes to that point where one of them's got to be F, Mary killed, it'll be Dan. Because it'll be Dan because John has too much to lose. Again, it's the same mistake he makes every time. He meets a stranger on the internet. He opens his entire life up to them, gives them access to his life, and then is standing there going, how did this happen when the person fucks him over?
Can you give me 40 examples of that? Because I don't know if that's true.
Well, how did you know that's the exact number? That's crazy.
I think though, if you're putting Grillo in the mix, Grillo's the first to go.
You know what? It's not a bad pick.
They've had a falling out before.
Yeah.
Those two.
Yeah.
And we were on last night, but people were saying that Ava and Grillo were going at it a little bit last night.
Ava came in hot. So
Right.
John was
no
trying
such
to get
thing,
Grillo
but, yeah.
on. John was trying to get Grillo on, and Ava's back there going, "Oh, send him the link, send him the link, send him the link." And as soon as he came on, she just went like boom, 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 boom. She was on fire.
What's her problem with Grillo?
Right.
He was bringing up stuff from like Howard Stern from 20, 30 years ago, old stuff. And he held his own. Ava, then she's like, what's your favorite Metallica song? Like she was asking, like, interrogating him. I said Ava should be a detective and have somebody in the interrogation room, and she just won't let up with asking the questions. She just like, he was going to leave, but he held his own. He fought back. And, one of the things now, this is unpopular opinion. I like Ava a lot. I really do. I get along with her. I like her. When we have disagreements, we actually talk it out. We don't scream it.
Right.
But Ava does this gaslighting thing
Yeah.
where she'll yell at you, right? Call you names. You'll push back. She goes, yeah, I love you. I love you. That's love bombing. That's
right. Right.
And that's abusive partner behavior. I smacked you, but I love you.
Right.
So you started that by saying you love Ava. So what part of her do you like?
No, I do love her. Okay, but I didn't hit her either. I do love her. I find her entertaining. I like that she challenges people. I don't like the screaming over. I don't like coming in hot like that. I didn't like the whole thing when Cumia called in on what is arguably John's best show ever. The Gino, Kiki, Ashley show was amazing. He needs to do more shows like that. I don't like when she comes in and ambushes people. I don't like sometimes she has a lot of times has straw man arguments, but I find her entertaining. I do think she's intelligent. And I do enjoy her.
You also co-host a show with $2 Corky. Sorry, let's.
Hey now, Karl.
I think we're the greatest Saul, everyone.
When you're sharing the screen with the likes of Dan, Quadfather, and Stuttering John, to not come off intelligent is harder to do than anything else. But that being said, I find it interesting that all the stuff you like that Ava does, Ava hates when that stuff's done to her, which I find a little ironic.
And Ava is not going to like this. I'm going to say that she suffers. Now, I'm not the psych major that she was, but she absolutely suffers from textbook defiant oppositional disorder. And
there we
if
go.
you don't know what that is, look it up. She is always looking for conflict, always looking to make waves, always looking for a fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
and the only person that I know of that she's had a back and forth with that was civil was probably me.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I thought Pat was pretty civil with her that first time they debate, and I thought it was making Ava more and more upset that he wasn't falling for the gaslighting and he wasn't screaming and calling her names, and that was making her nuts.
Right, and that's how you have to deal with any, with any kind of confrontation. You have to, as much as you want to yell and lash out, you have to be the one that's kind of calm, cool, and collected.
Shut the fuck up, Deb.
Shut your mouth, Deb, piece of garbage.
I like
No,
that.
you're right.
You know what? I
you
like that.
cocksucker. That's my Ava impression. All right.
Well, if Ava's having Ava is for Ava. Ava's having the time of her life. She's living her best life, pretending to be John's friend, pretending to care about John.
Right.
She's in the middle of all the conflicts that she's cosplaying in more ways than one. Let's put it that way.
I'm going to ask you a question, Karl and Shuli and Zen.
Once for gas money. Go ahead. Next question.
Fuck, marry, kill. Oh,
if she turns on John, okay?
When she turns on John.
I'm just going to say yes.
When the turn happens. We don't know which one will turn on who.
When the turn happens, are you guys going to welcome her back into the fold?
No.
Okay.
No,
And
I'm old school. I'll never forget. You know what I mean?
Now, Shuli, I have a second part of this that you may or may not want to answer. There are rumors going around or that the third set of tapes is Ava.
I know nothing about that. It's I mean, first of all, rumors. What a rumor. You hear them every day. You know, somebody said, I have a day job. That's a rumor. I don't have a day job.
This is one too many level of acting from Shuli right now. I'm not buying any of this.
Well, first of all, we're talking hypothetically. I would never.
And I mean, I know you couldn't. If true, you can't really answer that and give it away. Now, Karl, would you welcome Ava back into the fold if she turns on John? Would you bring her on?
I'll answer for Karl. Yes, he's spineless. Go ahead.
I'd have her on
Next
the
question.
show, of course. I'd love to talk to her about this whole experiment that she was undertaking. I mean, obviously, this is for psychology. She's brought up the fact that he knows he's a narcissist and borderline personality disorder, and so she's studying him. And I think that's what she's up to. And I'd be interested to find out what her conclusion is at the end of this, for sure.
I love that everybody's like, this is for a course in psychology. It's like, what do you think? You're going to get an A? When you read that paper, they're going to put a fucking straitjacket on you and throw you in a goddamn room.
Grillo did an internship at Howard Stern without going to college. So, I mean, it's not the craziest thing that's ever happened.
I mean, checkmate, brother. I mean, I love you, but that was that's fair. I mean, these guys might think that's Shuli, but I think she's just a fucking troll with a lighter. She just wants to burn everything down. That's what she wants.
For sure. Taking her balls and going home. Thank you for gifting a membership, my friend. Thank you. I'm this close every time to reading it. Congrats on getting Ava's mom on the show. It was tough, but
my name's actually Karl, but
is her last name Fistcheek? I might know her.
Leaning, I'm like this.
It was interesting. STJ won't sue Karen because she has no money, but trying to find ways to sue Karl and Kevin. Man of principle. Love the fun shows. Great.
It's always good to announce that too. It's like, well, I can't sue her, but I can sue Karl. Figure it out. He's got money.
It's like a baseball game. Now on deck, lawsuit number 2.
Yeah.
You know,
my right to publicity varies from people to people.
Right. Look at this, Karl. The Tonight Show went into reruns November 7th of 2007 during the writer's strike, during the time the movie was made.
Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, he probably was let go.
Yeah.
Although,
what is he doing?
I thought Leno famously wrote his own show and still did the show without writers. Or maybe that was a different strike.
No, I think you're right about that.
I thought he did. I thought he was the guy who was just like, fuck, I'll just write my own show. He was like the one guy who stayed on the air.
But wasn't he the member? But John was a member of SAG-AFTRA, as you remember. He was union. So it's like, this is what you were doing while your brothers were on strike? You were out making a movie?
Yeah, he's been a scab from day one. He wasn't even part of the guild when he went and stole that shirt from the last strike.
Great.
Rob Saul in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. People telling me that being on SJ is not good for my sobriety, but it's great for my sobriety. It's a constant reminder.
Happy
Good for you, Rob. Good.
You got your
Bravo.
shit together, dude.
Happy for
First
you,
of
buddy.
all, yeah, I don't know if I sent you a message after the show last night, Rob, and I know we've had our differences in the past, but everybody here and in the chat is very supportive of you and the changes you made, and we're all behind you. And this is the support you need. You don't need a guy. Just my opinion. You don't need a guy fucking shit-faced in front of you day and night. That's not going to help. And,
Rob, you're sober now? Skull!
yeah, just so you know, John looks at anyone who doesn't drink as gay and,
He goes,
a sissy.
He goes, you're not going to be like Jackie Martling where you're preaching to me, right, about drinking. He's all
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah. It's well, I guess since Rob's in the chat, let's get into this package because it has to do with John on Rob's show, and really, it's unbelievable. Like, for as long as he's talked to Rob, to not even be able to bullshit that you're happy for him or like it, he doesn't even care.
The funniest thing is Rob's like, dude, I'm doing great. I've lost all this weight. I'm feeling really good. And John's immediate response is, I've lost weight too.
Yeah, look, watch this. This is crazy.
How long does that take? Like 6 weeks?
Oh, and Rob, when you're ready and if you want, man, you come on the show. We'd love to,
Oh, let's not get crazy.
Yeah,
Nah,
what's
I
on,
want him on the
Shuli's
show.
channel? Come on.
Yeah,
Bring
bring
on
him on.
Karl's show.
I got it. He's no Ava. He's in. Let's go.
I was in there for 45 days, and now I do 4 days a week IOP, which I go 3 hours a day for 4 days a week, which is like groups and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you
I'm
have
still doing that, but yeah, I am. But the FHE in Florida, the rehab, that's I was there 45 days.
The FAG?
Yeah.
Can you say that? I don't know.
I mean, you could spell it. I don't think you could say it.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
That's I was there 45
People have been
days.
calling me an FAG for years.
But Rob,
LGB.
did you really believe that you had a drinking problem? I mean, like, was it like every?
Like I've had a lot of friends who have gone sober, and I've never questioned whether they had a problem.
Right. Obviously, you did. Back this up a little bit because John is just like, oh shit, I can't say drinks every day because I do that. So
Right.
listen to what he says here. This is so funny.
Unbelievable.
I mean, like, was it like every minute you had to drink?
Not every minute, but I mean, it was a pretty
In
much.
John's mind, a drinking problem means you have to drink every minute. He set his alarm clock at night.
Well, that's
Right.
why he knows he's not alcoholic, because he can go a whole 30 minutes without drinking a beer.
He sleeps until 4 and then doesn't have a beer until 7:30. So not an alcoholic.
Unbelievable.
So you telling me you couldn't wait to start drinking till like 9 a.m., 10 a.m.?
Almost every day, and then I saw these videos surfacing of me broadcasting, making a fool of myself, and clips, and I said, oh god, this isn't good. My daughter could see this stuff, and I just
This is you, John. This is you. He's explaining to you what you're doing, you idiots.
But he can't comprehend it. His narcissistic brain won't let him do it.
And
It's not my daughter, it's my son.
I mean, Deb, you've known Rob before rehab. You've known him for a while. What are your thoughts on seeing him like this these days and hearing what he's saying?
I'm proud of him. It's sincere. I just support him in every way. If he needs to call me, if he ever feels tempted, I'd be an unofficial sponsor, I guess. I love this for him. And I look at John, and John's losing a drinking buddy. Okay.
Right.
And John had looked at Rob, I feel, as this guy's worse than me. He's more effed up than me. I'm not
Interesting.
as bad as him. And now he comes back, Rob, and he looks wonderful. He's lost all this weight. These are all things that John cannot do. There's also, I feel, jealousy.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without
Without a doubt.
He
Because
wants to do it, and he just doesn't have the willpower. and the initiative to do it. And I would wish John would do it. Okay. I wish John would look at Rob and look at him as an inspiration and say, wow, this guy, he went away for 45 days. He came back and lost 20 pounds. If I do that, let me go away. Let me go away for a couple months, quit drinking, seek help, go to meetings, whatever I need to do. Guess what? John would come back completely transformed. Nothing transforms a person as much as quitting alcohol. Alcohol is like one of the worst things for you. It's empty calories. It bloats you. It brings on inflammation. It's why his arm looks as bad as it does.
Right.
The forearm is so purple and disgusting because it thins out your blood. If you ever go for like a tattoo or something, one of the things they tell you is do not drink before you go because it thins out the blood. It makes it difficult for the artist and it makes it difficult for you in the healing process.
Yeah. And just as far as looking and you can tell that he's healthier, he's on top of it. He's saying all the right things. And that shows that he's retaining this information. He's working on this, and that's all you can do is just work at it one day at a time, as they say, right?
And that's all it is. It's one day at a time. And guess what? If you fall, and I said this to Rob, I said, listen, if you ever get to a point where one day you blew it, right? You relapsed, you don't look at all those other days as in the toilet.
Right.
You just take that day and people get obsessed with numbers. I'm like, if you're 64 days in and you screwed up on day 65, guess what? Day 66 is actually day 65 and you keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the same way when I eat ham.
I was going to say.
Today is the last day I'm going to do it. And then tomorrow I can start fresh.
Right. And then 2 hours later, he's right back at it.
More ham.
More ham. I'm seeing weird things on X about Dan. Deb, is he the SJ of a whole different internet community from the O&A forum?
Dan, how I came to know Dan was through the O&A forums.
Okay.
And he was involved. Now, you can ask Dr. Steve about Patrick Tomlinson.
Okay.
That's a whole different community. That's a whole different locale. And Dan was involved, like in his podcast was around Patrick Tomlinson. Now there's this other loon called Jackie Singh, and she is a loon. I'm not just saying that for Dan. She's another loon, and they're bringing up the posts on that. So that's a whole other community that he was involved in. And then I was actually, because I was like a really big Cumia fan, and I was watching Compound Media like religiously every day at 4, for the Anthony Cumia show. I sort of became the resident Cumia expert of what he was up to now.
Gotcha.
So I had called into a show. He had a call-in line. I called in. I talked about Cumia. And then if he got something wrong about what Cumia was doing now, I'd be in the chat like correcting him. And then he just started having me on. And then he knew I was into Dabbleverse, and it kind of went forward from there.
So recently, the Dabbling Doofus put out a video with some clips of Dan with some very opposite political takes as his buddy John would have.
Right.
Trashing. But now, I believe Dan said that was all a bit and that he was just doing that to make this crazy woman that you brought up even crazier. But is any of that true? Is that his political leanings and he's just trying to cover his ass?
As far as I know, Dan is conservative. Okay, we had talked about the Republican convention at the time, and Dan has, I believe it told John he is a conservative. Now, the stuff he had said a while back that he was buddies with Matt Gaetz and that he would hang out with Matt Gaetz, that's all bullshit. That's just fabrication. As far as I'm aware. And I'd asked Dan, before Dan was in the Dabbleverse, I'd asked him, like, do you really know Matt Gaetz? And he's like, nah, it's just, I'm just fucking around. So I'm going to take him at his word. This is pre-Dabbleverse, any of that. So I'll take him at his word. I don't think there's pictures of them together. I think Dan.
Matt Gaetz only takes photos with 17-year-old girls, so.
Guy's got a preference.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back into this.
Time. And I wasn't a big a drug. I say I've never done a drug sober, but yeah, when I would get drunk enough and that wasn't enough, then when I was wasted, I'd end up buying drugs too. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of drugs?
He's a dealer. How do I get in touch with this guy?
There's living vicariously through someone's sobriety, and then the opposite, right?
Coke, Molly.
And were you always normally like 160 pounds and it was just the alcohol that?
Yeah, because the thing is, the alcohol, that's just like all empty calories. So if you're drinking, you're just.
I mean, John's literally searching to hear Rob say, no, you could still drink, but I had to stop, John.
You were doing stuff other than light beer, though, right?
Right. Yeah.
You're putting in calories all day. And then when I get drunk, I'd eat stuff like, greasy cheesesteaks and, just.
Went and got, I'll tell you, I went and got one of these. Hold on. Just made some coffee. Got one of these. That was my dinner last night. The Duke had Celeste pizza.
So I think males are like supposed to have like 2,000 calories a day. I could probably drink double that, and then I'm eating on top of it,
Yeah, I know. But look, they always love to say I'm a big alcoholic, but I swear to God, Rob, this is what I drink. I don't go too overboard, and I only have it at night. I don't even crave it. I could probably stop like you, cold.
Oh my God! Wait, this is why he goes.
This is hilarious. I can tell you cold turkey.
Yeah, cold turkey. Guy was gone for 2 months.
I could probably stop like you, cold turkey.
I went to rehab, so I mean that's not cold turkey, but I mean
the opposite.
I mean, unbelievable.
Shuli,
Yeah.
did John ever say to Rob that he was so proud of him?
No, never.
Yeah.
Never. At least not in the episodes we've watched. And, maybe if Rob attacked the people he didn't like and doxed their families, then maybe John would give him a compliment and say he's proud of them. But for this to John, this is a mark against you on your record. You quit drinking? What?
Like I said, you're right. And I stand by what I said earlier, that he doesn't have anybody that in his eyes is doing worse than him. And he was thinking like, I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's falling asleep. This guy's, now this guy's, this guy's on this guy's on that. He's nodding off. I don't do that.
He's trying to separate himself from Rob, who's saying, I'm an alcoholic. He's trying to say, well, that's you. That's not me. All I do is I just drink this, as if it's not alcohol.
Only at nighttime.
as if it's a Powerade. He goes, people call me an alcoholic. And then he holds up a beer. It's like.
If John ever had a superpower, it was not having a rock bottom. That is his one big superpower in his life. If eating a Celeste pizza in a motel room at 3:00 in the morning, and you just made motel coffee in the coffee maker next to you, and that's not a rock bottom for you.
He's got a shovel and he just keeps digging. It's amazing.
Right. It's nuts.
Well, I think his superpower is not knowing he's hit a rock bottom, because he's hit plenty of rock bottom.
Imagine your children stop talking to you.
Right.
That's rock bottom. That should be it.
And that's the thing, like, Deb, you brought up Rob being an inspiration to John. If your family isn't enough to fucking pull your head out of your ass and at least make an attempt, I'm not saying because you have a family you'll be able to stop doing and stop being an addict, but at least make the effort so they don't stop.
I was waiting for John to say, what's it like having a drinking problem?
Right.
He's not going to relate to you, Rob. It's crazy.
I mean, not being able to afford cold turkey, let alone stopping cold turkey.
What do we got? Some super tippies? Sorry, over here. Let me go. Here we go.
Zen! Hey, Zen! Eyes forward! Deb is out of your league!
Sorry.
Now, Rob Saul looked like a canine diddler. Rob Saul calls his dingus a dental chew. Rob Saul has a Humane Society punch card.
I mean, not everybody's supportive, Rob, but we are. Carrie. He's Jewish. I'm not. New comedy series. See, Stupid is in Hollywood for pilot season. Oh, I didn't know that. Carrie back again.
FK Mommy looks like a $5 whore from Guadalajara in 1952.
All right, duly noted. Karl?
Hackamania Karl, you will meet the real Karl. That is me. Can't wait to meet you guys. I got the VIP ticket, so I'll see you at the meet and greet.
Are there any other tickets still available? And if so, where, Karl?
Hackamania.com. Of course, you can purchase tickets to come see us in Vegas like Karl's going to do, which is great. And you can use promo code WATP to save 10%. But you probably aren't going to do that. We're less than 2 weeks out. So you can stream the entire weekend. Get your behind the paywall live stream at hackamania.com.
Oh, yeah.
Question for the panel. Do you think VBS Jerry will finally give up on SJ due to committing perjury via affidavit?
He's pretty dumb.
I'm
looking forward to talking to him again in Vegas.
Yeah, I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
Another superpower of no rock bottom. You know. Here we go. Eugene, I'm doing people's taxes while you entertain me. Thanks for making my day go faster. You got it, Eugene. Thank you.
Taxes.
Ugh, taxes.
Fucking worst.
I hate it.
KFT.
Shuli, this is our replacement for Lucy. I mean, I like Zen, but his rack doesn't compare. Also, I put my jeans in the microwave to dry them, and now it's smoking. What is that beeping? Help, Shuli.
I'll be right up there, Dad. Ass Man.
Hey, Deb, recognize me? I'll give you a hint. I have 3 jars of peanut butter open and 2 chihuahuas in my lap.
That is very mean. Rob is my friend. But it is a funny joke, but
but it is mean as well. I am with Deb. Deb, loved your election video where you bought champagne for Madam President, then Kamala lost. KFT.
I will never quit alcohol. I'm not a quitter. I never quit my family. I never quit my teaching job. Uber, mailman, other teaching job. My friend's a cop. Do you know him? What were we talking about?
The mud shark. The alcohol and how it thins blood just made me think, is the reason his tattoo looks like shit because of his alcoholism? Oh, hey, Don. I don't know. I'm not a tattoo expert.
Can alcohol make it so the date's wrong on your tattoo?
Yeah.
No, you know
actually.
Actually, yes, it can.
Yeah.
his tattoo, and Lucy has a lot of tattoos, so she might know better than me.
Yeah.
But colors, his tattoo, exposure to the sun,
Yeah.
proper aftercare,
Right.
different things like that, because the colors on that have dropped extremely fast.
Yeah. Mark, remember how supportive John was when Artie was trying to get sober? John would have brought beer and Coke to Artie's house. He brought beer to Artie's
bring
house.
beer to Artie's house.
Yeah.
Dan Filato told us about how Artie's trying to be sober, and John shows up with a case of beer and then wants someone to make a run for him halfway through the podcast to get more beer.
Tongue punch my fart box. Can't believe this name made court documents. Wild.
Congrats.
There's never been a case like this, and there probably never will, where the judge has to read the name tongue punch my fart box. Is that Michael? Oh, Michael Matleen?
Hey, now that's not.
I get it. I like that you were offended by that. That was the right thing to think. Yes.
Good for you, Rob. Laziest man on Mars. Odd said broke arm on empty stomach. You will recall John was on road once, hospitalized due to dehydration. He said he had empty stomach and drank too much. Oh,
That's right. When he was in Iowa.
That's right. Thanksgiving, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kendo, I've been sober for over 46 months. I will admit I did have some difficult days. Then I discovered TSN and WATP and watched the John clips, and it has been smooth sailing.
That's it.
I've always said John is looking to be this inspiration to have these stories of how he's changed people's lives, and he doesn't have them, so he just makes them up. But this is the real story. I can't tell you how many people in this community, in the Dabbleverse, have reached out to us and said, I started watching Rico and I quit drinking after X amount of months, and I've been sober X amount of years now. And like, it's crazy how many people John's inspired to quit drinking.
Yeah, everything he does is unintentional. He makes
Yeah.
us laugh unintentionally.
Yep.
He helps people unintentionally. It's amazing.
And if John won't make you quit and you're having a problem, look at Rob. Like, look
Right.
at that transformation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great point. I'm not a fan of Rob, but I'm a huge supporter of Rob. Go Bills. That's it.
Bills.
You ain't got to be a fan, but support the guy. I've always liked Rob Saul. Good guy and talented podcaster. He's smart enough to know to keep douchebag at arm's length. Would love him on a weekly show, either TSN or Pat Dixon. If he wants to come on, he's more than
If
welcome
he wants
to
to
come
go on
on.
Pat Dixon's show, yeah, for sure.
WATP bonus show, a must listen. Recall John did a show with Billy and Mark Maron and mocked sobriety. So uncomfortable. Billy West and Mark Maron.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I do remember that. When John posted pics picketing with the writers, he wasn't in the union. As a member, he crossed the line and kept working for NBC while his brothers walked.
That's true,
That is
Adam.
Adam Bush.
That
ladies
is
and
true,
gentlemen.
Adam. That is what happened.
Yep.
He talks about it in his book too.
Yep. Hey,
Yeah,
Adam,
what did
if
he
you're
say? I got a family to feed. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, like they don't. That's right. Adam, if you're around for Blunder tomorrow, we got something good. An old,
John's like, do you think it's free for my daughter to grow a beard? It's going to cost me a lot of money.
Well, he's not Italian, so no.
equal attention cake never big enough for SJ. Never enough. Can you do a dating show? I need a good woman. Win a date with Lucy. Love you guys. Yeah, let's not even ask her. Just shove her out
They
there,
already
dude.
did one. Where were you when they did the date with Lucy thing?
Where were you?
Where were you?
Deb, the only way SJ will see Rob as an inspiration is if Rob is wearing an SJ mask. Proud of Rob. We'll still call you dog fucker, but proud of you. Okay. You know?
From Penis Wrinkle, that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm telling you, Rob. People are supporting you, dude. Was that a yes? Dan is the SJ of the O&A community. Guy seems to have an entire Kiwi Farms type form dedicated to him. Really? No
Dan-
wonder. Is that why he wears the hat and the sunglasses? Is he in disguise?
People send me a lot of photos of him. Yes.
Oh,
Dan, I'll just say this, and honestly, I'll be honest with you, Karl or Shuli, you should have Dan on to question him.
I've talked to Dan before. It's a waste
No,
of
I
time.
know. Actually,
he just says the opposite of the truth all the time. Like, oh, I think John's smart and funny. Like, neat, cool.
Well,
Let's go with that.
maybe Shuli, you should try to have him on.
All right, yeah. Let's Shuli do it.
I did.
It reminds me of
find-
the old joke of the guy. He said the genie pops out. He's like, "What do you want?" He goes, "Peace in the Middle East." He goes, "That's a huge thing." He goes, "What else do you want?" He goes, "My wife to blow me 5 days a week." He goes, "Let me see that map again." You know what I mean? There's only so much I can do with people, Deb. Dan isn't going to be honest. That's the problem. He needs to be honest, and he'd be a great guest, and I'd have him on tomorrow.
He's a
you
bore.
You know what the thing is with Dan? When Dan was on UZ with Karl,
Yeah.
the thing that pissed me off with Dan, it was that it became about Anthony Cumia's history from 15 or more years ago, and not what you felt Karl was doing wrong. And I still want to know why he perceives Shuli and Karl as enemies, that he wants to unite with Stuttering John against these enemies. Now, Shuli, you were on UZ with Dan when they had somebody from wrestling on, and I thought it was great. Okay,
Yeah, he never.
You guys had a good interaction. This is great. That's awesome. Maybe you could do more things with Shuli. When Dan's wife got doxxed, okay, you wrote. He told me You sent, and I don't think I'm talking out of school here, but he told me you sent him a DM saying that you felt bad that happened to him. And I said,
as a guy whose wife was doxxed, who has nothing to do with this world, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I do mean that. Like it's fucked up that people have to grab people who have nothing to do with this just because they can't get a victory against this person any other way. Like that's the way they got to do it. And yeah, I did send him that message.
Yeah, and I thought that was Shuli, I thought that was a class act. Okay, I did. I really did.
Well, had I known you were going to bring it up, I'd have told you not to, because I'm known as a classless guy, and I'd like to keep it that way.
All right, I still think you're class.
Bad for the brand.
Yeah. What kind of drugs, Denny?
What kind of drugs, Denny? The
Where's
Chris
that
R
from?
scene from The Room. I just saw The Room. Greg Sestero was in Rochester. I saw The Room at the Little Theater on Friday night.
Oh,
You
that's
know
right.
about
You sent me a text, wall-to-wall pussy is all it said, and I didn't write back.
I had to bring my own. BYOP.
Who gets wasted on light beer? That guy. White
People-
trash, I believe is the
People whose
terminology.
livers are starting to reverse and fail. Is when you start getting trashed quicker on less. Your tolerance goes up and up and up to a certain point, and then it regresses.
Yeah, he needs
your liver fails.
Right?
Yeah.
He needs a 6-pack minimum to get a buzz going, like John, for sure.
Well, it's like saying I only do a little cocaine every day, so I don't see the problem.
Right.
It's still
Right.
cocaine. It's still alcohol. You still have a dependency on this substance. That's the problem.
Yes, Howard was interviewing somebody. I forgot who, a rapper, I think, and he's like, so you don't smoke weed every day anymore? And he goes, I don't smoke as much every day.
Right, or any less.
He has a superpower: zero shame ever.
Yeah,
You can't be
Thank
embarrassed.
God. Thank God, because I mean, it's just the money's been amazing. Thank you, John.
Getting to the show late. Very sorry. I will make it up on tonight's show. Varney Army, yalla, yalla. Deb, John is an animal. He's talking to Rob like Rob is his pet and caught fleas. If John saw Rob fall off the wagon, he would celebrate it. He wouldn't celebrate. He would help him fall off the wagon. If these guys were out, John, like if John goes, hey, I got a buddy who works at this bar. We're gonna go meet him. Then we're gonna go, and he goes, I'm not comfortable going. Come on, don't be a pussy.
They
Don't be a
got
pussy.
top shelf liquor.
Yeah, like he's not gonna accommodate Rob in any way, shape, or form. We all know that.
All John's thinking about is when Rob is telling him about how happy he is that he got on the wagon and he feels better, he's healthier. All John's thinking is, so you think you're better than me? Is that what it is?
Right. There. Let's take a look.
They give you medication to, just in case of seizures. And then plus I had a bunch of other shit in my system. So they have to taper you down with Valiums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Valiums?
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wasn't a real problem, unlike me.
Right.
That's what John's thinking this whole time. He's like, wow, you're an alcoholic.
What a pussy.
Yeah.
I feel like John's kind of WebMDing Rob and going
Well,
like,
himself,
what are the
really.
symptoms of an alcoholic? Oh, I don't do that. Oh, I kind of do that.
Yeah, he's cross-referencing,
Would not look forward to that. But was a nice place, had a pool.
Yeah. Pool. They took us to the beach. We went bowling. I mean, it was fun. We go to the park, take walks. I mean, it was great. I met, friends that we still talk to. And one of the guys that I got really
He
close
sounds
with,
like
Alex.
either he's at summer camp or like a place for slow adults. They took us to the beach,
the
we went to
zoo.
the park, the zoo.
They bought us balloons.
I mean, listen, have you ever tried quitting something? Just sitting in a room thinking about how bad you want to go back to that thing?
Well,
Yeah. What do you want to go hang
Karl-
gliding, hula hooping, like whatever. Just stop fucking thinking about getting fucked up.
Well, Karl, he was actually at fat camp.
That might be
Oh.
true too. You're right. You
What
don't
a-
have a problem with alcohol. I just want to stop
Either way.
eating.
What, was he eating like every minute? Like,
I only eat at night.
He lives, like 20 minutes from me. So when he's getting out Friday, a week from today, so we'll be hanging out.
And you didn't meet any hot chicks there?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I met hot chicks, but I wasn't banging any of them.
No, but did you get any phone numbers?
Well, I mean, listen, there's nothing.
Did you go out drinking with any hot chicks at rehab? Such an idiot.
What about that one chick that started crying after she had a breakthrough? Wouldn't you bang her? She's pretty vulnerable.
And you know, Rob's seeing clearly for the first time in a while, and it's like he's got to be looking at this and hearing this and going, what the fuck am I wasting my time for with this? This is the last person I want to be around. He's got all these people that he met in rehab that are positive and on the same page and are pushing each other every day to stay on track. And then you got this, the exact opposite, the spike strip, you know?
I feel like it's like I said yesterday, I think it's part of like Rob's 12-step program is to like make his rounds. And just like, you know, we either make amends or just, you know, kind of do some sort of like, I'll see you later. It's farewell. Bye-bye. It's nice to see you.
Deb, plug your YouTube again. It's been a minute.
Oh, you know what? I checked it before. Let's see. It's at Deb LVP. You guys have been phenomenal about this. What am I at? Hold on. All right. I am at, I started with 89. I am at 234. Thanks to
Jesus
the
Christ,
folks
that's
in
a
the chat.
5,000% increase.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Keep it going. This is not
I
acceptable.
wish this was my portfolio. You know, can your chat pick good stocks?
Absolutely. We got a lot of heavy hitters in this chat. You kidding me?
A lot of phone numbers from
You're very welcome, please.
everybody, but you know, I wasn't really in there looking for a date.
No, I would be.
Yeah, I was in there working
Isn't
on
this
myself.
like a hack thing where it's like, oh my gosh, if only I had a time machine, like these chicks would be fucking really fun to hang out with. Like once you're in rehab, you're like, all right, well, this is gonna be a good time.
Right. He's going to walk in with a Budweiser jacket thinking he's going to get pussy flung to him. You know, it's like, no, dude, everybody starts at square zero here. You understand?
That's
And
you want
nobody
to be the
wants
cool guy in AA and recovery.
Thinks it's high school.
It's not even recommended. If you go into recovery, they tell you not to get into a relationship for a year.
Shuli, this is Barrister. Pardon the interruption, but listening to stupid John is making me want to break my 10-year sobriety. God, I hate that drunkie. I'm rich, bitch.
You are rich, bitch, and don't let him ruin your sobriety, dude. You got 10 years. Stick with it, Barrister. Sobriety.
Sounds like you already did break it.
Yeah, and thank you, by the way, Barrister. You're the best.
Audience needs John content, so they have to repurpose it. And then they ask the worst part about it, though, John, is then they tell their audience, don't send John the money, send us the money. And that's where it's nefarious. By the way, so, and I'll maybe just address that since I haven't had a chance to talk to you. I am a known satirist.
Known. That's a funny word.
Like Mark Twain.
Oh, man. I'm a known monologist. A lot of people.
By the way, Tiger Lily in the chat, thanks for reminding me.
Yes.
Where you want to go to pick up chicks is fat camp.
Right.
That's where like these girls have low self-esteem. They don't look that great, but you know that in like 4 months,
yes,
she's going to be pretty hot.
Right.
You find the one who's cute. You're like, oh, she's going to be good.
Yeah, and the minute she picks a buffet, you know it's time to end that relationship and get out of there. She's on the track back, you know?
Ironically, you can't pick any of them up.
So a lot of this content I've done over the years is like tongue in cheek. If you listen to the thing that he posted, he talks about
he's not even listening to you right now. What are you talking about, Dan? Like, just keep kissing his ass. He doesn't care.
Me supporting Putin. He talks about me knowing Matt Gaetz.
Talks about me liking John Melendez and thinking he's funny. Like, it's all just going over his head. Like, oh yeah,
It's all satire.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Do you think I really like hang out with Matt Gaetz and drive around in his Porsche with him? No, it's like when what's his face used to do the
satire is lying to people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I'm not a
satire.
satirist. Right.
Yeah.
Very pithy.
Yeah, we're covered in our case by the lying appeal. That we're just lying to people. Everything's fine.
But does that mean
no,
when
wait.
he's on John's show talking about that we're buying views and faking super chats, is that satire too? Or then he's telling the truth? It's just the rest of the time that he's lying?
Yeah, maybe you should do something like black and white when he's lying and then color when he's telling the truth. Or so that way the viewers know what's happening, you know?
Right.
Or just a little drop of this is a lie. And then John starts talking. Something. Let's work it out.
What's his the late night guy when he used to pretend like he was a Republican. Like I do that too.
Stephen
Like
Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. Yeah, it's like I was doing like a Stephen Colbert thing. But these guys like Dabble.
Everyone says $2 corkies just like the Colbert Report. It's just they're totally on the same level.
Did you see on a Nice Podcast Stupid when he was dancing with all those syringes, with all those vaccines?
I missed that one.
It was good.
They think it's all literal. So they wait till John finds out that Dan's a Republican and he supports Matt Gaetz and hates Biden and all this stuff. I was like, dude, that's satire. Like, learn what comedy is. You want
Biden?
I'll try to keep it as short and.
Oh, what did he just do with that thumb?
He's biting it.
What comedy is. You want.
That's he's making his thumb. He's doing the detached thumb bit,
right?
Except with one hand.
He's making it disappear up his nose.
It works.
So do you want? I'll try to keep it as.
Hey, look who it is! Celebrities galore here today. It's Miss Judy in the chat.
Oh, I love Miss Judy. I'm
Well,
a big fan. I love her.
Well, then you're gonna love tonight at 8 because Miss Judy's gonna join us for a little bit tonight
Nice.
on Uncle
Awesome.
Rico.
Awesome.
Yeah,
She did a
She
show
was
with
on yesterday.
Lucy last night,
fantastic.
breaking down John's legal case and comparing it to Afro Man.
Yes, it was a great episode. I watched it this morning. Great job, ladies.
I tuned in to see if they were making out, and I was like, no, didn't
All right,
happen.
I'll be honest. I shut it off after an hour because they wouldn't fucking close the deal. But I'll give it another episode.
Short and sweet as possible. And I don't like to. I'm a magician. I don't like to give away all my secrets. All my
He's a
trade secrets.
magician. He's a satirist.
No,
Does anyone remember magic?
No.
It's so embarrassing. What's he doing? Deb, what's he doing? Why is he doing this?
You know what?
mean,
Blame
yeah,
it
go
on
ahead.
me. Blame it on me.
Okay.
Because I
You pushed him into this direction?
I said, Dan, John's talking about colonoscopies and hemorrhoids. Can you go on?
I love it. I love it. That's great.
There's a woman called Jackie Singh. She is a schizophrenic woman who was claiming that I have ties to Russia and that I was an international cyber criminal. And she is very much left wing. She thinks that she thought that I was that I'm some mastermind criminal, that I had a sex tourism business.
Wait a minute. This guy, Dan, who's talking about messing with the schizophrenic woman for a long period of time, didn't he give us shit for doing a show about John and how meanie bajini we were?
Playing clips.
And how we deserve to be struck because we're just doing the same thing over and over again? Sorry, do we need to wait for John to be schizo and then it's okay?
It's almost like nothing he says matters.
Right.
Go figure.
That I was importing.
I love somebody in the chat did a Yakov Smirnoff. Russia ties you.
Women for sex slavery, all kinds of wacky sort of stuff. And like she actually named me in court cases saying that I was an international criminal. I did that video with the express purpose of honey trapping her to some extent, of making her think that all of her.
By the way, it's
crazy
honey potting, stupid.
She sure it's not honey trap?
Theories on me were true. So
maybe that was satire. The reason why he said it like that.
He's like, I got to make the best of it. And so they were playing super chats that were kind of making fun of her and whatever, which is what Karl did as well. Very mean spirited. They're exploiting this woman.
Yep.
Who's clearly got issues.
Yep.
And they didn't even get what they wanted out of it, was to make you look bad. It makes you look good because you can't believe a word that comes out of this woman's mouth. She's talking gibberish.
Yeah, John hiring her to be his manager made him look really good.
Right. First meeting, and he's like, "You want to manage me? You can get me some gigs."
He goes, she duped me.
Yeah,
How dumb do you have to be?
We should do an experiment on TSN. We should all hire her, me, you, Mike, as our manager, and see how many gigs we can get booked through her. Let's see it.
Was that before or after the head injury that he hired?
It's a good question.
Well,
good question.
I mean, she wanted to represent John, so it had to be after the head injury.
Yep. It made a lot more sense after the head injury.
First thing she did when she woke up out of that coma was, "Is John Melendez represented by anybody?"
And also, can I just give Dan a little piece of advice? Whether you're lying or telling the truth, shorten it up. The longer this goes, the more I believe you're full of shit. That's just my opinion. This can be summed up in an elevator ride. This shouldn't be this long.
Well, isn't that what John does when he lies? He gives like
Of
the longest
course.
excuse
Yep.
possible.
That's what liars do.
Oh.
So this pickup truck who likes Trump pulled out in front of me while I was driving my Harley.
Trump balloons. Lie number two. I mean, option number two.
Well, it's like, when you call into work, right? If you have a job and you call in, the best thing to do is call in and say, "I'm not coming in. I don't feel good. I'll be in tomorrow." Click.
Yep.
But when you sit there and go, "Oh, I had the runs all night, and then I was tossing and turning. I must have ate something bad, blah, blah, blah." That's how you catch
I definitely wasn't doing lines until 7 a.m. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
when you're on with your boss going, "I think it's gas, but my heart, there's palpitations, and I'm not really, this isn't WebMD. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Say you're not coming in and hang up."
Yes, and you and I talked about that. Like, it would be impossible for anything she said to be true, because it's just impossible, And
Good rationale.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, do you think Lady K
It just doesn't make sense.
knows that now? Is he like, fuck?
Did he really pay $1,500 for this crazy broad?
That's what somebody said. Is that true, Dan?
Let's make it up now. Why not? You don't know. I don't know. So let's just make it up.
This is a
Dan,
lie
can you-
hot potato.
Yeah, could you co-sign this bullshit for me, Dan?
If that's the case, because I was throwing out $100. I thought that was even high. I was thinking, maybe $50 you throw her.
I think Pinky said that.
Hey, Dan, she's got a head injury. Maybe you start trolling her for a couple years, Maybe that'll be the new one.
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah, he might have. That might be embellishing a little bit. But Kevin said he was going to split half of the net with her.
No, 60% he would
Or
give her.
60%, even more. Yeah.
What's the difference? Who
A
cares?
couple $100 out.
These people are retarded. Why do people care about hundreds of dollars? That makes no difference in life. What's going on? This guy owns $1 million house. He's like 60% of the net. What? Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Not only are you paying her, but you're also cheap, Karl.
How is that even possible?
I tried to get it down to 300. I ended up paying her 500.
Right.
She wanted
Under
1,500.
protest.
Yeah, I got it down to a third of what she wanted. I thought I did pretty good negotiating.
I'll throw in the prostitution lie for another 300.
I told her to say that, according to Corky.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You know who are we? John is like, did he really pay $1,500? You know who was going to pay $1,500? Me and Karl to you to come on our show. Stupid
idiot.
And he wanted it all up front so he could come on for 2 minutes and then bail on us. Fuck you.
It'll come out to be, but she definitely made a couple $100 off Kevin. Probably when all is said and done, she made at least $1,000 out of 2 days' work, which isn't bad. Bad mouthing the Duke. I guess that's good for business. If you,
It always is in this Dabbleverse. Just say something shitty about me, and everyone's gonna pay.
Dan's like, hold on, let me write that down. Say something shitty about you to get money? Oh, well, actually, that makes a lot more sense.
Meanwhile, anytime someone new comes on the show, in the first 3 questions, John's asking, how do you feel about shitware? How do you feel about Karl? Once those questions are answered the way John wants them answered, then you're in. That's the initiation.
Yep.
Hear what she said about the condoms? That was one thing that jumped out at me. Which
No. Tell
so
me.
she said that you had interns or somebody PAs working on the film going out and buying a specific type of Trojan condom. You were sending them on to the convenience store. She didn't know exactly what type it was. And and people were saying in the chat were saying, "Oh, they must have been the small size." They were making those jokes. Of course, they're going to make those jokes. But
see, this is where I think he's trolling him. Is he brings up all the he'll throw some negative shit out there as he's babbling, which I don't know. I can't get a read on this guy other than he's not great at it. I feel like.
Now, I did ask him when he got involved with this. I said, "Is this, what are you doing?
Right.
Is this, and this is not even on the show." I said, "Is this legit? You planning like the con on him and you're going to flip? What are you doing?" No. So I'm all in. John's been bullied. These guys all do a show on one guy.
The guy who went after a schizophrenic woman is saying John's being bullied. He's now coming to the aid. Okay.
Well, in Dan's defense, that woman is, you'll have to.
She's crazy. I get it. The word schizophrenic summed it up.
Right.
You don't go back into that fight after knowing that. You go, okay, this is a person that's not stable, and nothing I can do is going to change that. I can only make things worse. You know what? Let me make it worse. That's my take on it. I find it a little, Karl, can you show your shirt, please? A little hypocritical for him to be worried about John being bullied. Poor baby.
She was like being very specific. And you even mentioned yourself.
That is interesting though. The behind the scenes. So whatever thing he's doing, whatever work he's into right now, because obviously none of this is real. So he's also like, not telling you, who is his co-host, and I assume you guys have a personal relationship. Right. Like he's trying to keep this very close to the vest, whatever thing he's doing right now.
Right. And it was honestly, it was the same thing with Chad. I was like, okay, what are you doing with Chad now?
Right. He's like, Chad just misunderstood. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, he was doing the same exact thing to Chad as he's doing for John now.
Yeah.
And I had said last time I was on with Dan, I had said that to him on air. I said, you say you're all in with John, but you said you were all in with Chad, and you threw him out.
Bravo, by the way, Deb. That was great.
Good for you, Deb.
Yeah.
That's why we love Deb over here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I was impressed.
You threw him out with the dirty water to go with John, and why can't you be friends with, just because they don't like each other, why can't you be friends with both of them? Doesn't matter what they think of each other. You could still be friends.
Yeah.
Dan obviously doesn't like you guys. Here I am. I
don't know that he doesn't like us. That's the thing. I don't know that he doesn't.
Some of it's a work. I'll be honest. He's Shuli, he's a wrestling fan. He loves to be the heel. He loves the bad guys. He loves to be the heel. So he wears his sunglasses. Well, everybody says, take off the glasses, take off the glasses, take off the hat. He's not going to do it because you keep asking him. It feeds off him. One day he's going to have Elton John glasses because everybody says that they hate the glasses.
Right.
So if you're for it, he's against it.
Okay. Understood. Yeah. No, he's definitely running in the opposite direction. That's his MO. I get that.
Dude, don't wear condoms. So you can't.
I think she's just kind of coming up with this in her head.
Yeah, that was his other excuse for not bringing prostitutes is he goes, I don't wear condoms.
Right.
Yeah, so why that doesn't make any sense.
Right. Why would he wear condoms? With any girl, whether she's a hooker or just a girl that he's dating, all the girls that he's banged on the first date on Bumble, why would he wear a condom? That's a rule breaker for me too. Listen, if I don't get to come in your pussy, I don't want to fucking date you.
It's in the liner notes for Letitia, by the way. That's the
right.
She's trying to get Maury
down your ankle.
Maury.
He's writing a story, a narrative.
Yeah, it's bizarre. No.
Yeah, it's bizarre. They're bizarre. Well, I mean, look, it's going to be interesting to see how this all ends. I think Ava is the stick that can be thrown into the spokes at any time and fuck all these people up. Because when the dust settles, it's just going to be John and Ava. That's it.
Well, we
Speaking
should
of
point
it all-
out. Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of it all ending, tomorrow is supposed to be his last show, remember?
I was just going to say that. So we should point out that John said on his show, he's like, well, now that I broke my arm, there's nothing else I can do. So I guess I'm going to be hanging out a little bit longer. So he got an excuse to extend his time in the Dabbleverse.
What do you mean there's nothing else he can do? He can, you know, those guys that stand out there with the open house signs, and you just attach it to the thing, spin it
Shuli,
around.
He's not gonna type slower. He only uses the one finger anyway. He can be a secretary.
You know, new car wash open. The guy's out there flipping the sign out. Just attach it to your fucking arm that's not moving anywhere and stand there.
You guys expect him to move arcade cabinets with just one arm? What are you fucking retarded?
Can you hold a sign that says slow down and stop for construction? There you go.
Guys,
You got a job.
He was at a marketing agency working on an advertisement for Pepsi for the Super Bowl. You guys are acting like he's had menial jobs. What's wrong with you guys?
They fed him prime rib at that job, that place. Remember that? For landing the Super Bowl account.
Yeah.
It's like he fell asleep watching Mad Men or something and then woke up and had this whole fucking fantasy.
It's so funny because there are like marketing agencies working on Super Bowl commercials, and none of them are in Fort Myers. None of them.
Right. You know that huge agency out of Fort Myers? I'm not familiar
Karl,
with that.
you know what he was doing? He was a merchandiser in like a CVS with all the cans and different things in his car, setting up a display or putting them on the shelf.
No, better yet, he was at a Publix making sure that all the cans were at the front of the aisle because people take them out and you got to come in and like push them forward.
I work at a deli. I smell the ham and then I go home. I make sure it's still good.
Damn, how'd you get that job?
Can I say one nice thing? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I
say whatever you want?
About John, I feel,
All right, go ahead.
The one thing I want to say nice about John is I do give him a lot of credit that he showed up that night to Rodney's because you had a packed house. Thank you, Anthony. But you had a packed house. And you're going into the Coliseum, right? In Rome. You're going into the Coliseum. They want to throw you to the wolves. And he did show up. I thought he would cancel. I probably would have canceled myself because I don't know if I could have taken that kind of energy.
Yeah, I mean,
so I just want to give him credit for that because I don't like the act he did. This is a disagreement I had with Ava, but we had a very civil disagreement. I didn't like that he read those papers. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. We all know it. I agree with everybody else. He should have did his act, and he could have just said the setup, put his hand to his ear, and wait for everybody to read the punchline. They will,
or better yet, do his podcast. Go on there and start roasting Pinky and Pocky and Lady K. We were all there.
Yeah.
And Zen, you and I were in the audience for that. And I wasn't impressed that John showed up. I people were rooting for him. Do you remember when he came onto the stage? It was a standing ovation. We're all like, yeah, let's go. We're all rooting for John.
It was
exciting. You hugged him.
Yeah,
for
Karl
Christ's
tapped
sake.
him on the back and gave him the "Go get him, kid."
Never forget that.
Nudged his chin a little bit. He goes, "You got it."
Karl waited for him when he came off, and he goes, "You got it, kid. You got it." That's all he said.
Now, I wasn't here to see that. So, I looked at it more like, that they were ready to heckle him and everything. But I also saw that he could turn it around. And Ava gave him this, in my opinion, piss poor advice.
Huge.
Here's what happened. Here's what happened, Deb. He needed the money really badly. He doesn't understand how a comic should act when he gets there. He thought just showing up would have been enough and half-assing his set and just doing 10 minutes and leaving is fine. And that was going to be acceptable. It wasn't. He should have stayed up there for at least 30 minutes doing anything.
He has no confidence in his set. I always go back to Bill Burr in Philadelphia.
Right.
For the O&A show. Like, everyone's getting heckled. Everyone's getting booed off the stage. Bill Burr goes, I don't give a fuck. I got nothing to lose. Goes up there and just roasts the audience. Everything turns around, and Bill Burr is a superstar from that day on.
And
Not
he
so
did his
much now,
time,
but
because he would go, I got 8 minutes left, guys. Fucking Phillies, you guys suck. You guys wrote biggest douchebags. You guys had a fucking prison under your stadium. You fucking losers. 2 minutes left, and you knew he did his time. That was what it was. But you're right. A good comedian could turn them around with enough crowd work, or at least that attitude where I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm the pilot, not you motherfuckers.
That's right.
I got this. This is my plane.
That's right. John called himself a functional alcoholic once about a year ago. I don't think he's repeated it since then. Oh, he has.
He has. Yep.
He's proud of it, G-Rob. Big Daddy Doo-Doo. Wow, Shuli, how did you manage to get Billie Jean King on the panel?
That's Anthony Zenhauser.
It is. But I do eat pussy. Thank you.
Rob put mirror in front of SJ, and he just looks away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're saying, right, with the drinking. Yeah.
Crazy.
Delco Lou, 19 months. Thank you, sir. Quitting booze was incredibly difficult for me. When I see Stut Joe, it gives me strength to stay away. He's unintentionally helped me. He's helped a lot. I'm at opening day and absolutely schnockered and still listening to PDP. You know, priorities. Hello, Deb. That Danny letter is exquisite. Go Royals.
Go Royals.
Danny's the best.
And for the record, there's 45 mentions of functional alcoholic in our archive. It doesn't necessarily mean they're all him, but on his show.
They are.
We are the hair drug test of the Dabbleverse, buddy. Listen to Joey C with Tookie yesterday. What a lunatic. He needs Michael Jackson's sedation. Best wishes to Rob on his sobriety, and well done to him. Thank you, Carol. Just joining in, I just wanted to support the greatest podcast of all time, TSN. Love you too, Karl. He's the protagonist.
He's the protagonist. Thanks, buddy.
In SJ's mind, Rob is a pussy boy. Good luck, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
He does look at him that way, without a doubt, now that he quit. What is this now? Your mom's box? Son of a bitch. 1974. It's a good year. Thanks for remembering up. John is 60 years old, asking Rob questions a 70-year-old would ask. Just zero growth as a human being. How about the other day he had a guy come over to help find his keys for him. And I was like, what a pathetic... And then I realized, with 2 arms, he needs people coming over to help him. He brought in a homeless couple to clean his house. Like,
I don't know how we didn't get to this today. Maybe it's already been covered. But the fact that John's wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row, a polo shirt 2 days in a row, because he can't shower anymore. He's like, I'll shower. He's out the window.
And his FU to the people asking about it, he goes, yeah, you know why it's the same shirt? Because I slept in it. And it's like, boom, mic drop.
He goes, yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. I slept in it, and I slept until 4. And then I bought ice cream and beer at 7-Eleven. So here we are.
So screw you. John needs a 12-rake step program. Josh from Jersey, one of the best. Does anybody remember satire? Thank you.
Well-known satirist.
Why is Shuli kissing Rob's ass? I'm supporting him. I'm not kidding. Rob could hate me for the rest of his life. It doesn't matter. I support the guy making the decision that he made. I think he made the right decision. I think he sounds a lot better, and good for him. Stuttering John, he's got pictures of me with a pooch. All right. Stuttering John is absolutely disgusted Rob is sober. He hates it. He does. He hates anybody not drinking. That's every time he plans to do something, drinking is attached to it. Otherwise, he's not leaving the house. He was talking about how people thought he was drinking in bed the day that he broke his wrist.
Watching the Yankees game, yeah.
And if you follow, he goes, I was laying in bed waiting for Dan to pick me up. He wasn't up. He wasn't dressed. He wasn't out. Like, he's laying in bed waiting for Hitman Dan to arrive. And he says, I'm not going to start drinking before Dan picks me up, because then they're going out drinking. So it's like, what's so crazy about that?
After he went to the hospital and got his wrist reset, they went immediately to the bar and drank after that. And also, John goes, I was watching the Yankees game. Of course I wasn't drinking. Has there ever been a time John's not drinking while watching the Yankees game?
Never.
Remember when, was it Vince the Lawyer asked him, was like, John, are you not? What did he say? Are you an alcoholic, or why do you drink every day? And John's like, well, the Yankees were on. You know, like, it's his go-to.
It's always an answer. There's always an answer for it, and the answer is never, well, I'm an alcoholic, or I have a problem.
The Yankees are always on somewhere.
Yeah. Curling. The curling finals is today, Vince. John always looks like he's a steaming mid skydive with that blown back hair, pulled back pit bull micro ears, and flopping disastrous face.
Dude, he said something. I saw a clip today. He goes, my hair's not going to look great anymore. I only have one hand. He's giving himself an excuse. Like, normally he grabs the forks with both hands and does his hair, but now he just got the one hand.
Carl, he addressed that to the ladies.
Right. And I saw Cardiff talking about this yesterday morning, where John's like, wiping my ass is a huge problem. Like, everything's a huge problem. It's like, that's your dominant. You still have your right hand. What are you wiping your ass with?
God damn it. What annoying about Dan is he isn't even good at trolling. He's too obvious and boring. We need to weed him out. No views of money. Or money, I think she said.
Yeah.
He can step his trolling game up a little bit, I think, if that's the goal here. Deb, you're up to 250. I think she's past 250. What do you think of that?
Thank you. Let's see where we're at. Oh, yeah.
John sent the PA for Trojan Magnums and zip ties.
I like it.
That's a good
258.
258. And it is Deb LVP. Is that it?
Yep. At Deb LVP.
You have a lot of new people to meet now, Deb.
Yes, I love it.
I do.
Not a Rob fan, but good for him for getting sober. Yeah. Again, you don't have to be a fan, but you can congratulate somebody on fixing their fucking life. You know? Especially when all of us should be doing that shit too.
I don't have a problem.
You, Karl.
And my rock bottom is ramming Ava's Harry Potter in exchange for a half bottle of Old English.
Say, Old E, man. Come on, dude. If you start defending your drinking unprompted when someone simply talks about themselves getting sober, you have a drinking problem.
Good point.
That is correct, Silence. Good to see you.
I just drink in the evening time and at night and overnight.
That's just 12 ounces. Big kudos to Rob. Very happy for him. I'm guessing he will disappear from SJ's show because Rob now sees SJ as the person he used to see in the mirror.
Oh, right. Take down DDT. I couldn't believe. So Rob goes off to rehab, gets sober, changing his life. And then immediately he sees that John's leaving the Dabbleverse. And he goes, I'm the Duke again. Like, it didn't work last time, you idiot. What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess there's a conversation to be had on if the Dabbleverse is even a place Rob should be.
No.
I don't think so. I think
it had to be one of the steps, right? Where they're like, yeah, don't be in the Dabbleverse.
Listen, there are people who watch these shows specifically to ruin that person's life, whether that means doxing, whether that means whatever. But there are people that are crazy, legit crazy. And I think if you're really serious about taking that step and doing the right things, you may want to think about Dabbleverse.
Rob Saul says it's a joke. Karl is such a dork.
He is a dork.
I'm sorry, I'm not picking up on your jokes, Rob.
It's satire.
You're a hilarious comedian, but I missed that.
Does anybody remember satire?
Thank you.
Was it a joke last time when you were literally trying to get money for being the new Duke?
No, he was fucked up looking for money back then.
Yeah,
he was, he had a problem. Now he's making jokes.
Yeah.
You know, when John fell and broke his fucked up hand, he made the same noise that bicyclist made when he crashed.
Well, watch the end of TSN. You'll see it. Muda.
Hey, Shoes Vern, tell another tale and take my satirical $5.
Well, thank you, sir. Here's the read, Shuli. Dan is an unfunny loser. Okay, I'm on board. Deb, would you call somebody who body shames minor children, harasses someone's 89-year-old father, and mocks someone's dead brother a victim?
No.
Thank you.
I never said John was a victim. I just said the only thing I said was that I gave him a little bit of credit for walking in there.
Yeah,
because
I agree with you. I thought for sure he wasn't going to show up.
I thought he was going to cancel. He looked nervous. So I try to be fair, and I did give him credit for that. I don't,
But-
I don't give him credit for the act he did, or cutting it short like that and screwing over the wait staff, and
Yeah.
I like this. Sorry, I'm not the comedy pioneer like Karl Hamburger. See? Kid's
That's
good.
the Rob I like. I like
Kid's
Disney
good.
Rob. You give it to him,
Great
Rob.
cut. Now I'm opening a beer. Are you happy now?
Rob, let's go. Let's do a show, or we go after Karl. It's long overdue. Come on.
I just bought a bunch of wine coolers. Are you happy now?
Karl in the chat.
$2 douchebag needs to have a play sheet in front of him, holding it up as he is an NFL coach.
I know. That's what I've always said. Do you think Dan going on John's show has gotten it hasn't gotten you any more viewers, right? I mean, like more numbers, Deb.
We haven't done a show in a couple weeks. We didn't do one this last Thursday because he was going to go on with, he does a lot of stuff with Chow and Mir.
Okay.
So he was going to they do the life forms. So they were going to do that. I don't know. He's done solo stuff. So I think it's honestly, I think we're at a plateau.
Are you going to get any flack for coming on here today from him?
No, I didn't even tell him I was coming. I didn't tell anybody I was coming on. I just wanted to kind of
work.
Drop in. No, because he knows how I feel about a lot of things. He knows I have my own opinions, and I'm not going to lie too. Like I said, once in a while I encourage him to go on with John.
Right.
When I think John's like I said, he was talking about colonoscopies and hemorrhoids, and I'm trying to eat dinner, and I'm just like disgusted.
That's a softball pitch. Let's get in there, Dan.
And can you and like I like Ditka. I know who Ditka is, and I like him. He's a really nice guy.
Dox him.
I will never dox anybody. I never
kidding.
give up. I knew Rob was in rehab right away. I never gave up that secret. Anything anybody tells me in confidence, I never give it up, even if we have a falling out.
Are you not watching Keanu C. Thompson? That's the only leverage you have at the Dabbleverse. Yeah, any information you have to tell Kevin Brennan immediately. Come on.
Deb, I got bad news for you.
What?
The turn has arrived.
Why? What happened? Uh-oh.
Just when you think you know your co-host.
Oh, no.
From $2 Dan.
The turn. Oh, I'm going to be looking for work, guys.
I don't know. I don't want to cut this short on you guys, but I got to do Hughesy's show now.
Yeah, we're wrapping up anyway, so plug whatever you want, buddy.
It's great. You can see my new podcast on the Shuli Network, 2 Satires and a Lie. That'll be premiering this week. Letitia on the Shuli Network, and that's me. And May 29th, Laugh It Up at Poughkeepsie. I'll be headlining, and I'll be working with Vinnie Paulino pretty soon.
Awesome.
Some big dates coming. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Zen.
Later, Zen.
Bye, Zen. You're good,
Being on
guys.
with you. Appreciate it.
Love you.
Deb at Deb LVP on YouTube. She started the show with 89 subscribers. She's over 250. You guys are fantastic.
You guys are awesome. I got
anything else?
71.
Wow, Ava looks great. Anything else I can plug for you, promote for you?
I
You
am
good?
on supertip.gg at Deb LVP. If you send me super tips and I'm not doing a show, I do keep that. You can keep them. So I will play them. I did get one like a couple weeks ago, and I will play it. I am going to have Steve Grillo on probably this week. So I've been.
Wait, now you're back to 89 subscribers. Everybody just unsubscribed.
No, he's a good guy. I've been in touch with him, and I may or may not be on Nice Podcast Stupid anymore. I will be on with Rob Saul tomorrow night.
Great.
Nice.
Okay. So I hope you guys will tune in. I am, like I said, I'm incredibly proud of him. I was miffed at Karl for a while, but I saw him covering Rob. And I'll be honest, I said, he doesn't seem supportive. He's being a little petty. But, I think you do support him, Karl, right?
I'm very happy for his sobriety.
Yeah.
I'm glad he went to rehab. It was weird when he came back. He's just like, I was in Florida. So I haven't been here. It's like, we know you went to rehab. Just say it. And he finally did.
You said he went
Say
to
it.
fat camp. So I had said to Rob, I go, don't tell him where you are. I like that Karl's guessing like you might be at fat camp. You know,
Yeah.
No, it's funny. He's just like, I made all these friends. And he's like calling
Yeah.
a roll call with his friends. It's just like,
How
"All right,
great
you went
would
to
it have
rehab.
been?
Just say it.
How great would have Rob's show been if he invites John on and he just tells him stories of fat camp that he never went to instead of rehab, and John would have been, what? You can't eat like cookies and stuff there? What? Karl, what can we promote for you, sir?
I do a show called Who Are These Podcasts. We'll be live on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on the Who Are These Podcasts channel with my buddy Adam Bush and producer Chris. And then I'll be at Hackamania in the next weekend after that. Hackamania.com.
Right around the corner.
Promo code MERSH.
There you go. Promo code MERSH. Deb, thank you. You're welcome back anytime. Keep in touch. Great job. Great first appearance. Congrats again to Rob, and thank you to all of you in the chat. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tonight for a special Rico. Miss Judy joining us, all right?
I love Miss Judy. I love her.
Yes. We love her long time. Bye, everybody. Mayonnaise.